What's holding you back in your trading? What's the barriers that keep you from finding the success and consistency that you know you desire as a trader? For some of you, you're just too new to even reach for that right now. And that's realistic. It may not feel realistic for you as a new trader because you want it right now at this very moment. But you're going to have to submit to some development time. How about the folks that have been doing this for 12 months or longer? Perhaps you've been doing it longer than 2 years. Heck, some of you probably have been doing it over 5, maybe even 10 years, and they've never found consistency or profitability. But you simply won't let it go, will you? You ever consider what those problematic things are that provide barriers to your development? Perhaps they have nothing to do with the things going on in the chart. Perhaps they're internal. Have you ever considered yourself pondering whether or not you deserve to be successful? Have you ever considered the possibility that the lack that you have in understanding the marketplace in a consistent capacity really has nothing to do with the trading? I can tell you, as a young man, when I first was introduced to the marketplace, I really wasn't that astute. I didn't have any real interest. I was intrigued, but I didn't believe I deserved to be successful. I didn't believe that there's no better way to describe it, deserved it. See, I grew up in a community where everyone basically had blue-collar jobs, and they weren't really that big of a deal in terms of blue-collar. Lumberyard jobs, window factories, fast food places. You were lucky if you got into Martin Marietta. That was the local airport where the hot shots would go. I didn't believe that I had the deserving characteristics of what makes a successful trader successful. I didn't believe I had it because I allowed initial input from my family members saying, well, this is a pipe dream, Michael, you're wasting your time. Don't waste your time doing this. You're going to lose everything you have, Michael. You're going to waste your time doing this. And I believed it. I believed it for a long time until I found more information about trading, and then I had a taste of what it was like to have success. Still to this day, I can still remember hearing the voice in my head. My uncle was dating a woman, and she just was a very cynical person. Nothing good came out of her mouth, nothing positive. He said, oh, well, you'll be working the rest of your life just like the rest of us. And I looked at her and I said, you know what? What if she's right? What if she's right and I have to do this the rest of my life? I didn't want to. And I didn't want to accept that as my future. But because I heard it not only from her, but my other family members, that it was something that just doesn't happen for people like me. It sat with me. It gnawed at me. And I wouldn't let it go. And I wouldn't accept the pleasure of being profitable and successful. These things happen in all of us. Maybe we aren't going to come out and become an arrogant SOB. Maybe we're not going to be some know-it-all, okay? Maybe some of us just accept that quiet little voice that we don't deserve this. We don't deserve to be successful. And it manifests itself in our practices. It manifests itself in our analysis. It manifests itself in our execution or lack of execution on the trades. Think about it. How do you feel when you're in a trade, when it's profitable? Most of us, if you're honest and you're new, you just want to get out right now because you just want to have that winner. You want to appease that ache inside that it will reaffirm what you're doing is profitable, and it will cause you to feel a greater significance for yourself. Nobody believes you're going to do this. No one will. No one is going to believe it for you. You have to do it yourself. And it's hard. It's difficult. It's very hard. And I can tell you, I was no exception to that rule. In fact, I'm probably the poster child for it. And I can tell you, if you put the work into learning this, you do deserve it. Because there's no industry like this. It's so easy, you can fail immediately. It's so hard, but yet you can win overnight. There's nothing like this business. So if you have put the time in, or are willing to put the time in, you're a new student, you're a new trader, you're a new hotshot on the block, your system rocks. Stick around, kid. You'll encounter these same things. You may not admit it online, you may not share it with your friends, but you know you're going to be talking to yourself internally, and you're going to have these same feelings. Even if you're profitable, and something will happen, either you'll go into a tailspin because you'll believe this internal dialogue that this can't go on forever and I don't deserve it. This can't be real. I should be out there swinging a hammer. I should be out there digging in the pits as a plumber. I should be out there doing things, getting dirty. I shouldn't deserve to live a lifestyle like this. Only you can change that thought process, and you need to do it today.
Okay guys, welcome back to the video. In this video I want to take the opportunity to ask a few questions and also announce that I have some new notes available. So if you want access to these notes, it is episode 10. So you can find them in the description below. Just click the link. Right, so time to answer some questions, okay? One of the questions I'm getting is, am I going to keep releasing these types of notes? And the answer to that is yes. I've been having a lot of feedback from the people out there who have been very grateful that I'm releasing these notes, and I feel really good when I do release something like this. It's been helping a lot of people that don't have English as their first language, so it's kind of hard to understand some of the slang terms ICT uses in his videos, and I make sure to cover that for you guys as well. Okay. Also, am I going to be doing some type of paid group? And the answer to that is no. I have no intentions in teaching anybody how to trade. This channel is specifically just for mindset, journey, feedback, helping others, and spreading a message. Alongside that with notes. I do not have any intentions of opening any Discord group and accepting people's money on that behalf. Maybe in the future I do plan selling some type of products such as nootropics or supplements that could enhance the trader's ability to trade essentially. So anything educational wise I'm not interested in, but that's long plan down the road, guys. Also, I do have many more types of content that I do want to release. One of them is how do we use this ICT model that we've been being told right now, the 2022 ICT model. how do we use that and incorporate it into swing trading instead? Because there was this woman that reached out to me, said she had a really demanding job, and if day trading was good for her. And I insisted that if you have a very demanding job, it's best to stick to swing trading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help people that might be experiencing the same thing. I'm going to get some of the tools and concepts from the ICT YouTube channel, and I'm going to show you how you can apply that and basically make a swing trader's model. I have many more ideas to come. One of them is how to pass FTMO, what type of risk you should be using, leverage, management, all these types of things I'll cover for you guys. So now I want to take the time to show you how to set up the Fibonacci tool for CPE, which basically is close proximity entries. Okay, so let's get into this. I'm going to start over because this is my second time recording. So the first thing you need to do is you need to set your TradingView platform to New York. Okay, if you're using TradingView and you're following ICT concepts, just leave it as New York. Okay. Second, you want to get true day start, which is midnight. So put a vertical line on 0000. Make sure it's New York time. Okay, that is your true day start, and then that's where we want to be marking out the opening price for the Power 3 concept. Okay, then what you want to do is mark out where the high of the day was, and once price gets a clean break below the opening price, and the high of the day is most likely in. How do we know that? Follow the techniques taught on the YouTube channel, okay, such as market structure break, imbalance. Okay, that's a pretty significant reasoning that it's going to be trading back below opening price, and that's high of the day. So what you want to do is open high of the day, grab Fib tool, project that out 1 standard deviation, and that's your close proximity entries. Then what you're looking for is just imbalances. Okay, so here you see imbalance order block here within the CPE entries area. These are all high probability shorts. Same here, high probability shorts there. So how I set up this Fib tool is what you want to do is here, go to the Fib tool here, Fib retracement tool. Okay, double click this or right click settings and set out 0, 1, and -1. So -1 is just the projection out. 0 is where you're going to put the opening price. 1 is where you're going to put the high of the day. Okay, so what that would look like is opening price, high of the day. Okay, project that out 1 standard deviation. This is close proximity entries. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to find imbalances. Okay, and all these would be high probability shorts, assuming that the bias is down, the narrative is down. Okay, so take a time and see if you can see any. Now let's get into it. You can see within the range, we have a nice imbalance there. That's a high probability short. Okay, we also have another one here. Okay, you can see that it barely touches it. Okay, which doesn't get any more perfect than that. Okay, so make sure, guys, that once you're using CPE entries that you understand it very well. I'm still very new to it, so please take this as a grain of salt. But make sure that you get the high of the day sorted. This is the most trickiest part in my opinion. So if you're fairly new, just stick to New York. But if you really want to get in depth with this stuff, high of the day is where it's at. You get the biggest moves of the day. Don't forget to double click, save this, okay, save as in the template section as CP entries, okay, so that maybe in the future you quickly want to, let's say you have the OTE on, you want to quickly get rid of that. All you have to do is click this template CP entries, and there you have it. You have a nice range to look for high probability shorts below the opening price, and that's if you missed shorts above the opening price, which is ideal. Okay, where do you take profits? Balance here or an old daily low. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed that little technique, and yeah, make sure to follow on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram to follow the journey and keep up to date with us. Alright guys, I'll talk to you guys later.